All right, hey y'all, it's Miss Summers with your, this is a video that is to help you with your biodiversity lab. So let's begin with what biodiversity is. We know it's the variety of life in all forms, so that would be plants, animals, bacteria, so on and so forth. And we're going to measure biodiversity by looking at how many numbers of species we have over the number of individuals. This value is called our biodiversity index. The higher this number is, the higher your biodiversity is, and generally the healthier your ecosystem is going to be. So for this experiment, you're going to have 5 baggies. All right, you're going to get one at a time, so we will have to share these because I don't have enough for one bag for every single person at once. But these bags represent different biomes. So for example, we have the tundra, the pine plantation, or like a farm, deciduous forest, tropical rainforest, and grasslands. So each of these baggies has a certain amount of stufferkins in it. Each of these things represents a different species and individual. So our job is to figure out which one is the most biodiverse and which one is the least biodiverse. And then we're going to use that to figure out which one is the healthier ecosystem and which one is more vulnerable. So if one individual were to get sick, in which biome would most of the other individuals get sick as well. So to start, we get a little baggie. So my first one is grasslands. You're going to put grasslands here in this ecosystem. So in fact, let me do that right now. Let me do that right now so you can see it. And it doesn't matter what order you do this in. I just happen to pick this bag first. And we need to calculate the biodiversity index. So biodiversity index, number of species over number of individuals. So you have to empty out your little baggie. Please try not to make a super big mess because I've kept these for like 3 years now and I like to keep them. Okay? So you'll note I have some green straws and pink straws and some rocks and some kidney beans. All right? So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to count how many different types of things I have. Those are my species. So I have pink straws, that's 1. Green straws is 2. Beans are 4. Rocks are 5. So I have 4 different thingies. Green straws, pink straws, beans, and rocks. That's 4 different thingies. So I'm going to put 4 species. 4 species. And now I have to count how many things there are. I don't need to know like how many green straws or how many pink straws. I just need to know the total number of individuals. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. And put those to the side. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If you get like half a bean, just count it as 1. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27. So 27 individuals. Now some of your neighbors' bags might be different. All these baggies are different, but the pattern should be the same for all of them. So that's 27 or 27 individuals divided amongst 4 species. So to find my index for this next thingy, I'm going to go to my calculator, which I have here. I'm going to do 4 over 27. Your number should always be a decimal. If it is over 1, you have done it in the wrong order. It will always be less than 1. So 0.148. I'm going to round it to the nearest 100th. So 0.15. Now, I cannot do the ranking until I have all of them. So if my next one is tundra and it's 0.07, tundra would be less or lower on the list than the grasslands. So 1 will be the highest biodiversity, 5 will be the lowest. That's how you do this part. For part 2, I'm going to put this back in the bag if I can find out where the bag is. There it is. I found it. Haha. All right, part 2, we're looking at the vulnerability of an ecosystem. And we're going to look specifically at the little beans. All right, each of these baggies, no matter what biome you have, has beans. So let's pick deciduous forest because it's right here. So to do this part, you would put, again, list your ecosystem. So my ecosystem is deciduous forest. I'm going to squeeze that in there. There we go. Aha. And you're going to empty it out. And you don't want like a pile where they're like stacked up. But you want them so everything is touching like that. Like it's one layer of thingies. Okay? There we go. So in this part of the experiment, you're going to select one individual. One of these individuals is going to have a disease, and it's going to be one of these beanie beans because all the biomes have beans. So I'm going to say it's this one. So what you're going to do, let's say this one is sick. All the other ones that it was touching is also going to be sick. So this one was touching it, so it becomes sick. So is this one. Now this one wasn't touching, but it touched an individual that got sick, so he dies too. So in total, these 4 beans got sick and died. All right, the other beans, even though they're still there, were surrounded by other stufferkins. So I'm going to put just these 4 beans, or conifers, were the only ones that are killed. So you'll repeat that for all of them. What you should see is some of the ecosystems are more affected than others. All right. After you do that, you're going to answer the 3 questions at the bottom, and then you're going to turn this in for a next grade. All right. If you have any questions, just ask Miss Summers at the front of the room. Okay, bye.